Welcome back, ladies, and thank you very much for joining me over the last few weeks. We have looked at what is bespoke and is it for you. We have identified how to dress for your shape. We then had a fun time sketching together, putting your ideas down on paper. Last week we looked at sampling and how selecting the right fabric for your design is a key part of the process. And today, last but not least, we will look at styling your overall bridal look together. The finishing touches are not to be neglected to complete your bridal look. Have you ever thought, though, that accessorizing might not just be choosing the right veil, necklace, tiara to finish your bridal look? There is one important feature of accessorizing and styling that we haven't discussed yet. So before we delve into the finishing touches that are visible, I want to talk about the unmentionables, shapewear. You didn't see that one coming, did you? Yes, ladies, wearing the right underwear is crucial. VPL is never a good look, certainly not on your wedding day. The right underwear can really give your wedding dress the perfect vavavoom it needs. Let's illustrate it and explore our options. Any of you who know me know that I'm a fan of the 50s. As it's our last video, I thought I'll dress up for the occasion and illustrate how styling and accessorizing from the inside out can definitely enhance your outfit. Let's have a look. You have to finish with a touch of red lipping. Et voila! How is that? Can you see how wearing the right underskirt right away improves the whole look of the dress? It was a nice dress before, don't get me wrong, but wearing the right underskirt gives the skirt the volume that it needs, which makes my waist look smaller with the belt, cinching it in a bit more, bringing it more in proportion. So even though I am not an hourglass figure, it's looking better. We have forgotten something very important. Adding some bra pads fills the cavity in the dress here, gives it a bit more oomph. Belt to cinch in the waist and focus the eye on the smallest part of the body, and the underskirt gives the skirt more volume. Not only more fun when you're dancing, but also brings everything back in proportion. So if your dress has an open back or a low V back and you cannot wear a bra with it, these cups or pads, whichever you decide to go for, are sewn into the dress. These, my dear, are the cheapest, most pain-free boob job ever. They definitely work the trick in minutes. You can just cut them out when your dress is going to be cleaned afterwards and reuse them if needed. And they really make sure that those puppies sit in the right place on your wedding day. If you are wearing a ball gown, girls, then literally wear whatever underwear you fancy. But if you are going for a more fitted, bias cut, slinky option, a bit like this one, you know, that would be really closely fitted to the body. They show absolutely everything, and you have to really make sure that you wear the right underwear to make sure that you either get the suck me in action that you might be after, the support you need, but mainly that there's no VPL showing. These bad boys normally work a treat. You will have more options than you know what to choose from when you start exploring shapewear. But just make sure of one thing, that you choose something which is absolutely seamless with no lines showing, and always buy the next size up. And make sure that the edging here is really thin, like this. There's no seams, whereas this one here, as you can tell, is quite a lot thicker. I've only got the black one in this, unfortunately. So this is too thick. This is perfect. We're posting a link to it on the blog post. What that will ensure is that if you buy the next size up, it's coming right up to your waist, but not so high that if you have a plunging V back it would show. It's going just there, and it's coming down to your fingertips. So buying the next size up will make sure there's no digging going on, no bulging going on, because bulging is never a good look. Definitely not on your wedding day. So buying the next size up will ensure that you have a really smooth, no VPL line. Now I hear you say no one will ever see me wearing those passion killers on my wedding day. Yes, you are right. You do not want to be seen dead in them. But rest assured, the only people who will see you in it are your mom or sister or whoever is helping you getting dressed on the day. They will ensure that you have the perfect look and hold for the important time when you're in the limelight, when you're walking down the aisle and having your photos taken. Once all this is over and done with, at the end of the evening, before you get into your getaway car and disappear in the sunset on your honeymoon with your new husband, you will normally go and freshen up. So you bin the culprit and slip on a fresh little sexy pair that you might have selected before, so no one needs to know what your secret weapon was for the day. So we now have the right underwear. We now have the right underskirts, depending on whichever dress you decide to wear. We have what you need. These are perfect for like T-length dresses, a bit like this one. Whereas if you're wearing a ball gown, that little hoop at the bottom, without giving too much volume to your outfit, it makes sure that it keeps all the layers of underskirt away from your legs. So when you're walking, they're not all getting tangled up between your legs or sticking to your legs if it's a hot day. So we have the right underwear, we have the right underskirt, we have the right design, and the dress is all done. Now it's time to put the finishing touches to our overall bridal look, and that's where the fun begins, because the veil is one of the most iconic accessories when it comes to a wedding day. This is normally the moment when the mums all shed a tear and out come the tissues when you end up putting the veil on, whichever one you decide to go for. That for some reason seems to be just the perfect finishing touch to a bridal look. A veil can make a real statement. We just have to look at the pictures of the royal weddings we had in the last few years to see how this timeless accessory can really be a traditional yet classy finishing touch to your overall bridal look. Whether you're opting for a flirty birdcage or a traditional cathedral veil, there's no shortage of options. I love making a veil that ties in with the dress. We have a wide variety of edgings that you can choose from, so do feel free to get in touch for a consultation. Styling can allow you to wear the same dress in 2 different styles. It can allow you a smooth transition from a ceremony look during the day to a more relaxed party time girl look for the evening. Classic example of that is how Rosie did it last year. The pictures are on the grid and on a previous blog, but she basically had a bespoke lace chantilly jacket like the one that you can see here. And if you look at the back, we've got matching covered buttons finishing all the back with lace coloured edging finishing the hemline of the jacket, the neckline, and the little cap sleeves here. So Rosie had a similar style jacket, but made in this French chantilly lace, which matched her dress perfectly. And for the evening, she swapped into a more floaty, casual, sparkly with a hint of colour top for the evening reception. So this is something that can really allow you to change the same dress completely, to go from a ceremony look to an evening look. Last week I mentioned faux fur, and if you are having a winter wedding, faux fur is unbeatable. I so wish you could feel how soft this is. I promise you, it feels like if I stroke it for long enough, it's going to purr. So you can either go for a wrap that you can wear like this if you decide to go for something more feathery, for a shrug, or go for a jacket altogether. If you are going to spend some time outside, this will make sure that you are really warm and give you an extra look for your wedding photos. Jewellery can really be the cherry on the cake. However, a word of warning, ladies, when it comes to jewellery, remember Chanel's advice. Simplicity is the keynote of true elegance. So look in the mirror and take one thing off. After all, we are not going to disagree with her ladyship. The last thing you want to be remembered as for your wedding day is a fully lit Christmas tree. This is not a look I recommend. I love collaborating with different jewellery designer. One of my favourite is Victoria from Victoria Ferguson Accessories. Not only has she got a vast collection for you to choose from, but she's so accommodating and will always make a bespoke piece to fit your outfit or whatever family heirloom you might be wearing on the day. Victoria is fantastic at designing bespoke pieces to fit the look that you are going for. My second collaboration is nearer to home, just down the road from me, and it's Helen from Snow Jewels. Pop into her boutique if you can. It sparkles to die for, and her pieces are again exquisite. Whether you want tiaras, chokers, necklaces, bracelets, she has got an amazing selection, and she really makes the most daintiest of pieces. So I highly recommend these two suppliers. So ladies, the choice is all yours. I will be more than happy to guide you through the process of making your own bespoke wedding dress, from the first consultation to selecting the finishing touches together. I really hope that you have enjoyed the lessons over the last few weeks. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure sharing it with you. So please like and share this video with your squad. If you have any more questions, do not hesitate to ask them in the comment section below. I will see you for a final video next week, where I will try my best to answer the questions that you will have saved up for me. In the meantime, au revoir et à très bientôt. Bye bye.